another one? Like another one?
They let a future convicted pedophile have a cameo?
The best actors weren't even actors.
Seriously, what's with this franchise?
Find out what else we had to say about this week's movie on this episode of Bottom of the Barrel. Welcome back to the show where you guys find the worst movies on Netflix for us to watch so that we can share the experience with you. I'm Tony Wade.
I'm Ross.
I'm Nate Walker. This is the Bottom of the Barrel.
This is a special episode for us.
Our very first episode was from the first Sharknado. This is the stupidest piece of shit.
What makes this episode special, though?
Ken, what do you see?
It's happening again.
Yup, Sharknado 2, the second one. Gotta love that subtitle.
How did it get a sequel? There's a lot of good movies that should have got a 2 before Sharknado 2. We don't even have an Incredibles 2.
So what better time to do it than when we have our third guest host, stand-up comedian Quincy Carr.
I don't know why I did this to myself. I'd rather be pulled over in Lynchburg after getting booed off stage during a Klan rally than to watch this movie again.
So here it is, guys, Sharknado 2. Starring about 20 different actors that haven't worked in so long, they all elicit the same type of reaction.
Who's that again?
Well, that's, what's his face?
Didn't he die?
Where the she been at, man?
Oh, that guy.
Who's that again?
Oh, I know that voice.
Is that, that motherfucker.
And who can forget that Jared Fogle was cast in this movie as an inspirational spokesperson
/ undercover child molester.
Yeah, like he touches kids. Like Priest ain't got shit on him.
See, none of the cameos are what you'd call big names.
Like mine. Quincy Carr.
Like, when's the last time you went to see a movie because the guy from Airplane was in that shit?
Quincy Carr.
But see, a lot of the scenes were filmed around the cameo that they got for that scene.
Quincy Carr.
Judd Hirsch openly said that he only took the role because he could be eaten by a shark.
Richard Kind clearly just has a lifelong ambition of home running a shark. They must have promised these scenes to these actors, but then the entire movie just became those scenes for those actors.
The funny thing about it is they have all these actors for all of these throwaway moments, and the best performances in the entire movie were from people who weren't even actors.
And Al, the big question is, first of all, what is drawing these two twisters together? And I don't even want to ask, but what happens when they finally meet?
Matt, I'm really nervous about this. In fact, I'll say I'm downright scared. Here's the problem. Island of Manhattan creates a lot of heat. As that hot air rises, cool air is sucked in to replace it.
Like, I know reporting on stuff is like their actual job, but for a second, they had me convinced that a Sharknado was actually possible.
I kind of found myself wondering,
What would I do if a Sharknado was real?
What would I do as a safety precaution in the event of a Sharknado?
but luckily, the movie is just chock full of helpful, reasonable suggestions of what to do in the event of a Sharknado.
But the whole movie is kind of crap until the Sharknado shows up. Then it's like exciting crap.
I mean, once the city decided to fight back, it's actually kind of funny.
We're still out there.
Like throwing running chainsaws inside of a tornado?
Although the guy who drives around in a pickup with 4 chainsaws in the back under a tarp, maybe not the guy you want to turn to in a crisis.
We call those serial killers in my neighborhood.
Okay guys, you know the drill. Scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the movie Jaws, which is obviously the most classic shark movie ever made, and 10 being the movie Sharktopus vs. Were-Whale, which, you heard that right, a werewolf and a whale, that's what the Sharktopus fights. That's pretty sad. I'm gonna give this movie a 5.5. The ridiculosity in this movie is so high that I have to admit it was enjoyable. Yes, I enjoyed Sharknado 2. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing, but yeah, 5.5. Jesus.
Man, I'm probably gonna have to give this 4, 5, 6. I don't know. It wasn't that bad. This one was way better written. There was a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a long time, so it just wasn't that bad. It sounds dumb for a movie called Sharknado 2. 5.
Call me crazy, but I actually kind of like this movie. The production value was high, they had some really cool cameos, and all told, it wasn't that bad. 5.5.
You know what? I'm gonna give this movie a 7. You wanna know why? Because in the movie, there's a scene where a shark is able to bite through the whole back end of a subway train, but cannot get through a baseball bat. As a matter of fact, that was dumb. You get an 8, Sharknado. 8 is what I'm giving you. That's it. That was a stupid move.
Thank you so much for your support over the course of the last 14 episodes that we've made.
If you want to like it, and if you want to share, that would be awesome.
And we definitely got to thank Quincy Carr, the Quality Comedy King, for coming in here and helping us out and giving us a review, man.